What's up, Epic 7? TristenWulf here, and I'm bringing you 15 different tips and tricks on how to set Epic 7 on its side and spin it like a top. These are going to be things you're going to want to know to make this game so much easier to use, answer some questions, help you navigate this new lovely UI that Epic 7 Origin has brought to us. If you're a returning player, you're coming back to the game after a while, things are going to be in different places and look a little bit odd, but I'm telling you, it's much more intuitive. And I think once you get through this, you're really going to enjoy a lot of aspects of the Origin update, as well as some other legacy tips that'll really help you out in Epic 7. So first, I want to talk about the new UI, especially those of you who are used to the tavern screen. You'll notice some things might be a little bit off. You can't click on the table anymore to go to teams. The heroes, the pet, none of this is clickable. Even Garo, you can't click on Garo to go to the secret shop. And they did this so that when people use all the different lobby arts, they all interact the same. You don't click on a table and it works, but then you click in the same area on another art, it doesn't work. It gets people comfortable with using different arts and exploring the different arts that are sold, provided, and gifted in this game, so you can enjoy a change of scenery all the time without changing the user interface experience. So that is pound for pound a good thing. Even though you feel like functionality is lost, it's all right here. You want to click on Garo, you go over here and click the secret shop. You want to go into your teams instead of clicking on the table, you click on the corner, and there's your teams button, there's your heroes button, there's your pet shop button. They're all right here. And that's going to bring me into the first big tip. The first big change the Origins update is you can make it personalized a little bit. You go into the corner, you click on this settings button, and you go down here to the cogwheel to bring up your game settings. And under the controller pad, this gaming pad, you have quick menu favorite buttons. You can set up to 4 favorite buttons. So right now I've got the Steel Workshop, Orbis Guide teams, and my guild set up so that they will appear at the bottom of my UI so that I can go into them anytime I want. But let's say I decide I don't go to the Steel Workshop very much. Instead, I'm going to the pet shop all the time. I can change it to pet shop. And now look at that. There's my pet shop right there at the bottom. Now, all 4 of these can easily be accessed by clicking here, right? There's the pet shop, there's the hero, there's the team and guild. So if you want a cleaner UI, you can set nothing and just have the space be empty, put 1, 2, 3, 4 things down here, make it customizable through the settings section so you can enjoy a user interface that's tailored to your needs. Next, I do want to talk about the lobby arts. If you want to change the lobby arts, you're tired of looking at the tavern, Epic 7 forced Victorica on you, and you're not too down with that. You want your other lobby arts back. Again, you want to go and click on this corner button. This is your master button. And down here, there's a little picture of a house. It's not super intuitive. I wish they put like lobby art under it, but it is what it is. You click on this house, and that's going to take you to your lobby settings. And this is where you can set your pub, one that you customize and personalized made, or you can go in and pick one of the illustration ones when you can click on details to select all the different ones. You can have multiple illustrations so it'll rotate between them and alternate. You can have it always be one or alternate between 2. You can go look at the Moonlight Theater ones you've picked up. You can go up here and look at the other ones you've picked up. You can have that one. You can turn off the ones you don't like, turn on the ones that you do. So you'll be able to customize your lobby however you want it. You can even look at some of the themed lobbies, the motion lobbies, the collab lobbies. These all are ones that you have to have either purchased or earned through progressing through story, collected, or been gifted by the game. But this will allow you to have your lobby be set however you want it. And once you select it and set it, boom, it's in place. Next, I want to talk about summons and what happens when you summon too many units in this game and how the overflow of those units gets handled. So let's say you're hanging out in the summon tab, you just decide to do a random 10 summon, and you know what? We take it. So you've done these summons and you've gotten these heroes, but where are you finding your heroes, right? Well, on this summon screen, all of your overflow is stashed right here in this little box. So you click this little box right here, and there's your overflow heroes. Right there is the artifact that I just summoned. So it's hiding right here. This box never goes away. It never runs out. And when I have got room in my inventory to accept these units, I can just click on them and add them to my inventory once I got room for them. So you don't have to worry about the units aren't there anymore and where to find them. They are hiding out right here. So hopefully that helps you guys find your summon. So hopefully it helps you guys find your long lost summoned heroes. So now we've covered like basic UI and where some things have moved. I want to get you into some of the nitty gritty of this game and give you some really good advice on how to navigate and make Epic 7 a little easier to play. So let's talk for a few minutes about the units. We'll go into my teams here and we'll pull up a unit. Let's see. Let's go check out Afternoon Soak Plan. Let's say you just got Afternoon Soak Plan. You were lucky enough to pull her a few months ago or with one of the paid selectors, and out she pops. You got Afternoon Soak Plan, but you're not really sure how to build her. You're not sure if you want her to be super strong or super fast or super sustained. So you want to see how other people are playing this unit. Now, instead of having to go on stream and asking people to show you their units or searching through YouTube videos of other people with their units, you can do it right here. You click on this little lightning bolt, sword, and shield, and you can click View Reviews. We go into the View Reviews button, and I always recommend looking at the last 2 months column. If you're not already on this, click the last 2 months column. And the nice thing about this, I mean, you can read some information about them. You can look at the what people are scoring it out of 5. People really like Plan, 4.9 out of 5. But more importantly, if you click on this cross swords and shields icon, you can look at the people who reviewed their plans. So we can click on this one, and hey, this guy's put her on a speed pen set on her own artifact and has built her really, really fast with lots of damage. So that's how this guy's built her. This guy over here, this guy has gone attack set and torrent. He's going really slow, but really nuclear. Chibi Cheeks down here is deciding to go immunity and lifesteal. Kind of mediocre speed, but really high damage on lifesteal. That's a different kind of build. So you can see literally how other people are building. You can look at their individual pieces of gear to see how they're achieving these points. You can see how much mola they got into them, whether or not they imprint the unit. So right out of the gate, you can get really good information on how to build your unit, how other people, how dozens of people are building their units. So you don't have to search for it on the internet anymore. You don't have to ask your guild members to post pictures of their plans to YouTube. You can just get the information right here in the game. Another really nice tool while we're talking about how to build units is you can click on this button again and click on View Statistics. And when you click View Statistics, it's going to bring up a detailed screen of how the average people are building her. And you can see, as far as equipment goes, about a third of the communities got her on Destruction and Pen Set, and about a quarter of the communities got her on Lifesteal and Pen Set, and about an eighth, 16th, 14% of the communities got her on Speed and Penetration Set. Everybody likes her on Penetration Set. That one guy had her on Immunity, remember? So he's an outlier, but you can see the most popular sets that people are building on her. You can click Artifacts, and you can see by far and away her own artifact is the most popular. Few people are running her on Bloodstone, and a handful are putting her on Rosa Hargana. You can look at exclusive equipment if the unit has exclusive equipment to see what the most popular EEs are. You can even look at stat spreads, and the stat spreads are interesting because they will give you an idea of how people are building it. You can see people are favoring attack. They're in the 3,800 to 4,000 range on attack. People aren't caring so much about defense and HP. They're in the lower end, around 10,000. People are running her kind of middling speed, not super fast. Nobody cares about ER effectiveness on her. Everybody's going crazy on crit damage. Nobody gives a rat's ass about crit chance, it seems. So this can give you an idea of how people are building it. And what's nice about this is when you go into actually build the unit and you click Manage Equipment, you can click the recommended equipment, and here's where you can say, okay, well, people liked attack, they like crit damage, they didn't really care about that. Or in the upper right hand corner, you can click recommended settings, and boom, it'll fill it in based on those sliders for the most popular builds, the way people have built her, the most popular way she's been built on the most popular set she's been built. You can choose whether or not to include your equipped gear or not, and hit confirm, and bam, it'll drop the gear in, and you can see what your flan would look like on that gear. Or with the best gear you got, bam, what your flan would look like if you wanted to go that route. And then you can tinker. You go, you know what, pen would be nice, but instead of pen, I'd rather her be on immunity. And bam, here's your best build with immunity. But the recommended set button is so nice to automatically set your slides, and then you can tweak them up or down based on your personal needs. So a lot of tools to help you build the units right in the game, to not only see what other people are playing, but to give you advice on how to build them. And also on the screen, something else a lot of people don't know about is once you've built your unit, and you want to share it with your friends. You want to show off how strong your damage plan is now. This little corner here, a little square with a magnifying glass on it, you click this button and it will give you a perfect screenshotable view of your unit, showing all of your stats, all of your gear already lined up, the artifact you're on, the imprints you have, and you can take a screenshot of this. On some devices, there'll even be buttons down here that'll let you share it to social media. So a really nice, clean way to get a beautiful screenshot to show it off to your friends. All right, that's enough about units. Let's talk about pets. Everybody knows we got pets, right? Pets are what let you do auto battles. But what a lot of people don't know is you can rename your pets. That's right, you can rename your pets. If you want to go in and change the name of a pet, you can go in, click on the pet to go inside, click on this name change icon, and give it a name. And you hit confirm, and boom, you've just changed the name of your pet. No spaces, no special characters, no naughty words, but you can change your name. And if you don't like the name, you can change it again. When you change it again, it's going to cost you 10 sky stones every time you want to change it after that. You get one for free, and then it costs 10 sky stones to change the name. Now, another thing that's not really that important to gameplay, but it can be interesting, if you're like, holy crap, I pulled another shoe. How many hecking shoes is that? It seems like I've pulled 1 billion shoes. You can click this little thing in the corner here, and you can go to the journal, and you can go to your hero journal, and you can find shoe. I'll just click up here and just type in CHOU, and here is shoe, and I will go check out shoe. And all you have to do to see how many of this you've pulled is click this little down arrow, and you can see that I have a right proper rat infestation. I have pulled 14 freaking shoes. Smilegate, can you please stop giving me shoe? I'm good. I don't need any more rat. Okay, I'm good. If you want to see how many of a unit you've pulled, you can do this here. All right, guys, I want to talk to you now about how to get some charms. I don't know if you knew this, but if you go over into the battle tab and you check out the Labyrinth, hiding in the Labyrinth, he's in several locations, but Tyrell Castle is one location. We're going to go into zone number 1. Okay, let's just take a team, go on in there. It doesn't matter what team. So what you're looking for is the Merchant Hoochie. So if you click on the map in the upper left-hand corner, you'll be able to see him. See, he's chilling out right up here. So we'll teleport to this teleport node, get as close as we can to him, and we will slide down. Now, you see how there's a fight here in front of us? Here's the interesting thing. If you don't want to deal with that fight, go back to the corner and use the exit portal. And now we're going to go right back in. Teleport to the corner. Oh, there's still a fight. There it is, guys. Took several ins and outs, but suddenly I got a map where there's no fight right here. See, there's no cross swords anymore. You keep refreshing the map until you get one with no cross swords. And why do you do that? Because it's a little bit of time saved. It's just a fight you don't, and I mean, sure, some people say it's not worth it, it's a pain in the ass. Just do the fight, and you can choose to do that, but that's, it saves you a little bit of time each day. You can go straight into Hoochie and not do any fights. Teleport to the corner, run over to him, and check him out. Now, something to be aware of. Hoochie will say only purchased items will refresh once a day, and Hoochie is a liar. Don't believe this rat. He's a scam artist and a liar. All items, whether or not you purchase them, will refresh. Every single day, every single item will be brand new. And look at it. Damn, Hoochie, calm down. Look at all these charms. A lot of times there's usually some junk in here. There's a lot of 2-star artifacts or some clovers, things you don't want. But oh my gosh, look at all the charms. Hoochie, you even have an artifact charm? My man. So you want to buy all of the charms from Hoochie, and you want to do this every single day. And here is the big trick. Now you don't leave. Now you quit. If you yield, you keep all of those charms that you earned. All of those charms that you bought from Hoochie are now still in your possession. And the best part is, forever, the map is set. So when you go back in tomorrow and you go jump to that corner, guess what? there'll never be a fight here ever again. As long as you don't use an exit portal, as long as you always yield, you get your charms every day, and you never have a fight. And you can do the exact same thing on floor number 4. This is my preferred floor, where I just teleport right to the center. And I did the same thing so that there's no fight in this hallway right here on the way over to visit Hoochie. Now, although Hoochie is in multiple spots in the labyrinth, it's always the same Hoochie. You can't double dip. You have to wait until tomorrow for there to be a new set of charms. So that's a way to make sure you get charms every day, get rid of that fight, and to make it a little cleaner to get to Hoochie. Now, something else about the labyrinth. A lot of times, these early labyrinths, they aren't that big of a deal, but you get into some of these advanced labyrinths, and they are complicated. I mean, let's look at the map on this thing, right? Holy crap, this thing is elaborate. Look at this. It goes on forever. And it's got these little white teleporters. And these white teleporters take you, they're connected. They go to different teleporters. And this is something I learned about last year that I wish I'd known about from day one. I struggled. Like, I tried to get to this little L-shaped area to clear it out to 100% of my map, and I could not figure out how to get here. If you click on one of the circles, it lights up the teleport that takes you there. So to get to this spot, I use this teleporter. So I click on this. So this teleporter leads to here, and this teleporter leads to here. This teleporter leads to here, and this teleporter leads to here. So you can literally click on the teleports to see which one takes you where. It'll make it so much easier to find places. You want to get over to this area, click on this. Oh, I need to get to this. Hopefully this will help you navigating through the more complicated labyrinth levels a little bit easier. Now I'm going to show you a little bit of housekeeping. Right? You move some gear around. You got some units that are geared. If you click on your little backpack up here in the corner, and you go into your inventory, your hero inventory up here in the upper left-hand corner, you can see all your heroes, right? And you're like, oh, I got to find my heroes that are missing gear. Okay, Ionos is missing an artifact. Who else is missing gear? If you got a lot of heroes, it can take a while to go through to figure out who does and doesn't have gears. I mean, it can take a long while, right? But if you click on the name button in the upper right-hand corner, you can check the box that says hide fully equipped heroes. And now, bam, I'm looking at only my heroes who are missing gear. And it makes it so much easier to re-gear my heroes. I can figure out who's missing gear and put the gear back on them and get my account re-geared pretty easily. So that's a real nice feature. Now, another nice feature is when you are out there in the trenches and you are fighting either in arena or RTA or just regular adventure modes. You're trying to go do a fight and you need to find a hero. When you click on a hero, up in the upper right-hand corner, you'll have a search box. And in the search box, you can type in the hero's name. And I want to find, I don't know, Arbiter Vildred, RB. There's Arbiter Vildred, bam, he pops up. And here's the nice thing about it, too, is next time I search, Arbiter Vildred is on my quick link list so I can find him quickly. So if you like to RTA, one of the things you can do is go into the search box and type in your favorite units to use in RTA. And have them ready. And that way when you're queuing an RTA and you're like, oh, who do I need? Oh, wait, I'm looking for Ida. Where is Ida? I can't find Ida. You can click search up here. You can just type in ED and there's Ida and bam, you found your Idas. And the next time you're in RT match and you're like, oh, I need Ida again. Where's Ida? Click search. Oh, right here. Ida's hot linked. I had her saved. So it can really help when the timer is running out and you're desperately trying to find a hero to just be able to, you'll get really fast with it. Just be able to click, search, type the name, and look at your the past 10 names you saved and be able to have a real quick way to get at the heroes. And you can also clear your search history if you want to do a fresh one. And another nice thing about this search function right here is besides it's the grade function, and it's not just about finding fire warriors. It's about finding fire warriors who have a defense break in their kit. There's all my fire warriors who have a defense break somewhere in their kit. It's about finding all of my ice soul weavers who attack buff my team. And here are all the ice soul weavers who can put an attack buff on my team. So if you're missing something, you're like, this team would be so much better if I had an attack buffer. This team would be so much better if I had a defense breaker. You can use that search function to find the buffs and debuffs you need on the units you have. Now I want to talk to you a little bit about runes and catalysts. When it's time to upgrade your heroes. Let's say I've got a 6-star hero and I need to finish awakening her. So here, how about Requiem Roar, right? She's been 5-star for too long. So my 6-star here, I'm going to awaken her. And I just need to do this last node, but oh no, I'm out of runes and I don't have catalysts either. Well, you can click on it and see what your options are. You can go to the spirit altar to earn runes, or you can click combine runes, and I can click this and I can combine runes here, or I can click use rune chests and it's automatically going to fill the amount of runes based on the rune chests I have. It knows I only need one, so it's only giving me one. Same with the catalyst. I can click on this. I need 6. I click on it. I say use selection chest. It'll automatically pre-fill 6. So I use the exact amount I need. Or if you want a quick link and you know you're going to do it anyway, you can just click this button. Watch this. Use runes. Bam. Use epic catalyst chest. Bam. It autofills the exact amount you need, so you don't have to mess with the slider. You don't even have to leave the screen. It's just going to give you what you need out of your storehouses. And if you don't have any storehouses left, you will be able to use that mode to be able to see where to go to farm the things that you need. So it's a very nice, clean system. Makes it easier to level up the units and not have to worry about where do I go to combine and craft and make. You can do it right there from the leveling screen. All right, guys, here's the big one. This is the one that might well change your life. This is the one that every time I bring it up, I'm blown away that people don't know this. Gear management is a pain in the butt in the system. You farm a ton of gear. You've been doing hunts all buff event, and you got all this gear put together, and now you need to sort through it and decide what you're going to keep, what you're going to throw out. Well, here's a little trick from me to you. Check this out. You go into your gear tab in your backpack. You go up here and you click the arrange button, and you see this button up here that says auto select. This is what most people are familiar with, where if you click on the cog beside auto select, you're like, oh, I want to sell the rare stuff. I want to keep 85 and above. I want to sell all the gear. I want to make sure I don't sell stuff that's got, this looks good. And, then you can auto select and it tries to match that. Don't ever do that again. I'm going to show you guys the way. First, click on this cog and forget auto select. Slide over to simple selection. That's right, simple selection. And here you can basically choose the gear score of the starting gear score of the gear you want to keep. All right. I recommend 26 for newer players and 28 for people that have got like 1,000 pieces of gear. You can even go 24 if you're brand spanking new, but by the time you're 1 or 2 months, lock it in at 26. And by the time you got about 1,000 pieces of gear, you can nudge up to 28. Don't go above that. You'll throw away too many good things. So set it for 28 and check this box down here. Exclude equipment with speed substats. What you're saying is, I want to keep all the gear that's got a speed substat regardless of what its gear score is. Right? Once you do this, now you can click simple selection and bam, it's going to select all the gear that is below 28 gear score unless it has a speed sub. See how this one's got a speed substat on it? So it's saving it even though it's crappy gear score because it knows I may want to speed check it. This one over here is 28 gear score, so even if this didn't have a speed sub, it would keep it because 28 is in my threshold. And it doesn't threaten any of my rolled gear because all of my rolled gear is way above 28 gear score. This way you can sell the trash. Nobody wants gear that's this low of a gear score that doesn't have a speed sub. Boom, gone. So I can sell that. Now with what's left, I can speed check what's left. See this one? 27. It normally would have sold this, but it had a speed sub. So now I can go ahead and speed sub my unit and try to get a really nice piece of speed gear. Oh, it hit speed once. I'm going to go again. Let's see if I can hit speed again. Hey, now it is garbage and I can sell it. So this will let you speed check the low end stuff, and the stuff that is high end that doesn't have a speed sub is going to be above 28, and you can go into that and see if that rolls into good gear for you as well. So it's a real nice way to immediately filter through all the crap you don't want and keep the things you do. Now, one word of caution about simple selection: do take care to peek over at your boots and make sure that there are no speed main stat boots that you want to roll. We're trying to get this changed. Trust me, we are. But unfortunately, simple selection, it only looks at the speed sub stats, not the speed main stats. So it will sell speed main boots with no subs. So make sure you check your boots out first. But other than that, very quick, clean way to go through all your gear, figure out what you're going to speed check, what you're going to keep, what you're going to sell. And that, my friends, is all I have for you today. I hope this list of 15 things to help you out in Epic 7 has helped you guys out, has helped make the game cleaner and easier for you. If you have any other ideas, any other things you would like to add to the list of things that people need to know about, put it in the comment section. Let people know. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and you guys have a great rest of your week. Take care, Epic 7.